That's right, I drink on air because I'm the host now. There's like the bad supply teacher. Bad supply teacher sounds sexual, doesn't it? Welcome to Ride Companion number 3. We've derailed majorly, as you may or may not know. We weren't around last week. That's because the host of this show, the guy that really makes it happen, the boss, had a big off. A big off indeed, it seems. So, yeah, I don't really know if I probably know as much as you in a lot of ways, if you've been following it all. But basically, Davey, from what I can understand, I don't have the full picture. I've got pretty much all of it, but the poor dude's still hanging in there, not able to really speak that much or do that much. But Davey came off on a ride on his own. He was riding his jam on his own on local trails, I think. And the poor fucker has come off and nailed himself, seemingly quite badly. I think he broke 7 ribs, I think, and a lot around the back, because of course the ribs go around the back. You don't really ever see that bit, do you? I can't. Anyway, I can't see anything on the back of me, as you can probably tell by my haircut, which I did myself. But yeah, Davey was out on a ride. He's come off somehow and broken 7 out of 8 ribs, punctured his lung, hurt his shoulder, I think. Don't really know. I mean, the best bet is hopefully in a couple of weeks' time he's gonna be back in the game and he can talk us through it in some kind of reconstruction, like a 999 reconstruction, maybe, and we can relive the horrific moment of coming off on his own in the woods and being found later by a passerby. So it's a really bad one, actually. I feel like with podcasts you talk about all of these things. I feel like we've talked about coming off, riding alone, all that kind of thing. And you half kind of think that you bloody jinxed yourself, don't you? I don't know, I worry about what I say. Obviously, now, like, especially if I'm on my own, I feel like I'm just going to fucking somehow get cancelled, say the wrong thing. Steer clear of any heavy topics today, I reckon. Probably safer. All right, also, you know, I know I'm speaking to you and stuff, but you have to appreciate this is pretty weird just talking to myself. I can't even look, if you're watching this on video, I can't even look at the camera because I'm quite literally talking to myself, which is pretty weird. Yeah. But yeah, massive healing vibes to Davey. Hopefully he's all good. I don't really, you know, he's back home now, so that's good. He's on some heavy painkillers. I look forward to speaking to him about it properly. Look forward to hearing the whole story because, don't fully know it yet. So we'll find out more as Davey comes back slowly and is able to do podcasts. See, this is the podcast number 3. This is the lonely edition because I feel very lonely. I do. I enjoy these podcasts with my dude, but I feel like this is fucking weird and it's going to derail and probably we won't even upload it, you know? Certainly it's extra weird for video. Because, I mean, for video it is super weird because it's just my head and my flat. And to be honest, what am I going to talk about? I've got my notes here, but other than Davey's off, I'm probably just going to talk about what I've been up to, which is shit, isn't it? It's like, yeah, it's a bit narcissistic, isn't it? Me sat in front of a camera. I mean, yeah, I do have a jersey with my name on in the background. Fuck. Yeah. So that's that, really, yeah. Poor Davey. Wish him well. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Let's blow up his DMs once again once this goes out. Healing vibes, indeed. Right, so what can I talk about? I mean, yeah, I think it is good if you write a message, to be honest, because it's a bit of a lonely time, I feel like, after you've been injured. Certainly for me it is. I'm fairly bike heavy in my life, and you soon realise you've not got much else on, you know. And I don't have loads of friends that are like good to just hang the whole time. We sort of do our hanging whilst we're riding, and I don't know if Davey's the same, but I'd imagine maybe he is. I don't know. It's a lonely place being injured. It is. Drink again, because I'm the host now. Do what I want. I wish I had some food. I could just eat food, make like ASMR noises down the microphone. Oh, that's gross. I can really hear myself. Yeah, this is probably quite a good exercise to do if you wanted to give it a go. Just record yourself in the silence of a room. If there's a way that you can make yourself feel completely alone in the universe, it probably is this, recording a podcast on your own. I don't know. Doesn't feel that natural, I'll be honest. I do it on those shitty mic ride things though. They always work out. But then they only work because I heavily cut them down. Cut out all of the other stuff that I can't, that I say that's really bad. Whereas this, I have to kind of mind my P's and Q's a little bit, you know. I'm just here on my own talking shit. If you got this far, in fact, I'm amazed. But that's it. I'm the substitute teacher right now, so it's never as good as the main one, is it? It never is. It never is. Right, what have I been up to? That's all I've got. This is the Narcissism podcast because Davey's selfishly left me here on my own, and you know, we're just trying to keep this ball rolling. We're trying to keep this thing going. What have I been up to? Right, I've written it down here. Yeah, let's do. All right, yeah. So during I thought this was funny anyway. So I live opposite an antiques shop, and I live opposite an antiques shop, and during lockdown, our lovely dog Daisy passed away. It was real shit, and at that moment, I decided I'd get my mum a statue, a Great Dane statue, because Daisy was a Great Dane. I said I thought I'd get her a statue, so I ordered it in time for Christmas, right? And I've done this previously as well for our last dog. It kind of sounds a bit morbid, but it is nice. They look cool, don't they? Like, I don't know if you've seen the Great Dane statues. They're like a Great Dane sat up. A Great Dane sits up almost completely vertically. They're stupid animals. They sit up completely vertically and they look kind of regal. And they look quite cool next to entrances, these statues. They're essentially just concrete poured into the shape of a Great Dane. Not a bad business idea, actually, making concrete statues. You just got to make a mould and then you're off to the races. Might consider it. I don't know what statues I'd make in my statue store. Probably giant cocks. That's all I can really think of at the moment, sat here on my own. Yeah, giant cock statues. Maybe Great Danes as well, because I'm such an original thinker. Back to the story. So I sit in my flat. I've gone over there. I've ordered the Great Dane. This thing's it's a bit money. It's $500, the statue. So I've ordered it, and this is way before Christmas. And I thought, you know, I'll give. It's not been fun lockdown for anyone, and especially not with a dog dying. And fuck me, I think as a family, my family probably put a bit much weight on the whole dog relationship thing. You know, don't just like love the dog a bit, really love the dog, talk about the dog loads, can't wait to see the dog, greet the dog, hang out with the dog. It's all a bit much. It's not that normal really. I think if you're a doggy person, you'll probably hear me. Sometimes I think it'd be easier to be one of those people that don't care as much, just leave them in the house, come back whenever, don't really. Yeah, anyway, so fucking cheery subject. During lockdown, probably one of the saddest things I've had to do, actually, because we weren't all allowed in. Daisy got a bone tumour, and the whole family's fucking there. We're all sad. We're all waiting outside the vets. And we've got to manhandle a limping Great Dane, limping, panting, essentially dying Great Dane that we all love, our best mate, into the vets. And then, give her a fucking lethal injection. It's a whole load of shit. So, and probably to this day, the saddest thing I've done. I don't know how I've got onto this subject. It's like therapy, isn't it? That's what you normally use Davey for. Just, like a therapy session. Anyway, so we got her into the room, and it's a tough job. George does it. My girlfriend George is a vet, and it's really difficult. It is the whole kind of end of life thing, especially if it's a dog you know so well, and I just felt like all of her energy and life go out of her body. It was really sad, actually, and I can't even remember where I was. What the fuck am I even talking about? I'm talking about fucking putting dogs down. Anyway, one of the saddest things. So I thought, what better way to cheer my mum up than make a concrete reminder of it sat at the front of her dwelling. Cracking idea. Yeah, great idea. Yeah. So that's what I did. A morbid concrete reminder of our great friend Daisy. So that's what I did. I ordered it. It was 500 quid. Got to Christmas, I was a bit fucked off. It'd already been a couple of months, I think, since I ordered it. Hadn't turned up. Went down there, spoke to the guy. He's like, dude, we've ordered one in. That one out. There's one sat outside the shop. Bear in mind, I live opposite this antique shop, so I just sit at my window looking at that thing like fucking. Why can't I take that one? But the guy assured me that it was sold. So the statue's sold. I've paid the money and we're waiting for it to come in. What can you do? I'm not going to go hassle the dude every day. So your boy waits probably 3 months, let's say. I go back in, speak to the guy. It's an older guy this time. I say, where's the morbid Great Dane statue, dude? I've given you my Skrilla. I've given you my papers. Where's the statue at? I said it like that on Waymore Street. Where's my statue at? Oh god. Anyway, so he's said to me, the guy still hasn't picked it up. Give me your number. I'll let you know when it comes in. So I give him my number. I give the number to the guy. I think, fuck, I'll just wait. He'll call me when it comes in. There's no point. So I sit for another 3 months looking out that window, looking at that dog. The dog is just sat there looking back at me, and I'm thinking, fucking, whoever this is, why don't they come and pick up their dog so I don't have to look at it and I can wait until my one turns up. Anyway, 6 months pass now. It's about 6 months since Christmas, eh? Maybe more. It's been a long time. I go in there, I say to the dude, look, I'm just, I'm wondering where my Great Dane statue is. I'm starting to get a little bit serious, I'm starting to put a little bit of bass in my voice. I'm starting to let him know, dude, where's the fucking statue, basically, And he said to me, look, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. The guy's bought it. It's just left it. He's just left it here. He won't pick it up. I said to him, I can't believe this. I can't believe that he won't pick it up. It's been so long. And when, I know it doesn't affect. You've ordered one. You've ordered another one to replenish the Great Dane statue supply. Why, I know it doesn't affect me, but why hasn't he picked it up? It's pissing me off. Why don't I take his? He can have the new one. I don't give a shit. He says, yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. And there's a sort of pause, awkwardness. I try and play it cool. Just, when you leave it just in the air, you're waiting for it. You kind of want him to just offer it to you, basically. I want him to come up with a solution. So I leave an awkward air in the silence. And he says to me, the crazy thing is, the guy lives opposite. So I said, well, I live opposite, and I've ordered one, and it kind of clicked, and the guy said, oh, This statue's for you then. So I've been sat in my house for 6 months looking at a fucking statue that I own and not been unable to pick it up. How annoying is that? How annoying is that? That really pissed me. Well, it's kind of funny though. Do you know what's actually funny, right? The dude who I gave the number to, I said to him, I gave you my number. I gave your colleague my number. And he went, there we go. He's got dementia. There we have it. It's never a good joke when dementia is the punchline, let's be honest. But, you can but laugh. I just love the idea of the dude, he takes my number, walks in with it on the hanky, and just fucking blows his nose with it. Lets it go off into the wind. Or just, you know what I mean? Just not a care in the world. No one gives a shit about your statue, Ollie. You're not important. You can sit in your chair staring at a statue. It's not going to make it come any quicker. Anyway, got the statue. That's my story. Actually, that's not the end of my story. I don't know if I don't even know if I've talked about it on this podcast because I'm kind of thrown a little bit by the lack of Davey. I've bought some garden machinery 2 years ago. Actually, I bought fucking garden machinery. I think I have talked about it. It's the Kawasaki Mule, and so this is a perfect opportunity to drive the 10 miles down green lanes with a 400 kilogram Great Dane statue. Like I couldn't tell you why, but that's like some of my favourite shit. That is. I couldn't tell you why. If you've got a good, a day you've got nothing on, there's nothing I'd rather be doing than like, hey, I didn't tell you this. I got an engine hoist. I borrowed an engine hoist off a friend. So you have to hoist this Great Dane. It's heavy. It's annoying shape. Very difficult to move around. You have to hoist the Great Dane into the garden machinery. You have to make stuff so that the dog sits safely and doesn't go through the bed into the engine, because that's where the engine is, under the bed. And then you have to find a way of strapping it down. Once you've got it in there, you've got to put the engine hoist back in the back of the pickup with the fucking giant Great Dane statue that's been sat there for fucking 6 months looking at me. And then drive off-road. There's nothing better than that for me, really. There isn't. It's garden machinery. It's got elements of problem solving, getting the heavy dog in. You've got a statue that's kind of funny. Would be funnier if it was a giant cock, I'll be honest. But we'll have to wait for my statue store to open for that. Yeah, my favourite story there's a point in it where my favourite things, there's a point in it where my mum is happy. That's always good as well. That adds to it. It's got off-road involved. It's got an engine. My exhaust is blown, so it backfires and it's really loud. It's very slow but very loud. There's an element of it felt illegal, as well, which is quite cool. I guess there's something cool about that. Felt like I was maybe going to get chased by the police slowly. So yeah, and we made it. Hoisted the Great Dane's statue off the other end. It may have dropped at some point because the fucking engine hoist jack thing moves so quick when you undo it. It's a real pain in the arse, especially under that weight. 400 kilos is a lot, dude. I don't know if you lot work out, but I can't do... I work out. And I can't lift that much. Yeah. Not at all. Nowhere near. So that's that. That was my statue story. It was great fun. Really enjoyed it, actually. What else have I been doing? I've been riding loads of trails. Riding loads, just full stop. I've been ill. Actually, I've been ill a lot. It feels like a hot minute since we've been on here. So I've been ill. I got sinusitis after my stress-induced illness that was not COVID. I tested a million times. By the way, you can't really be ill these days. You get bug eye everywhere. You can't have a cough or something like that. Even if you got fucking all the tests in the world saying you're negative, you can't be ill these days, dude. You just can't. People act weird. They act super weird. But after that, I then got one called sinusitis, which I think is a bacterial thing, and it's one of the things that I thought were bullshit. I don't even know. Maybe I'm repeating myself. I could be repeating myself. Yeah, I might be. I might have talked about this on the last podcast. I may have talked about all of this. I don't know. But sinusitis was bad, man. It was like my eyes felt like they were going to fall out. My teeth felt like they were going to fall out. My head was all like ringing. Oh, it's just horrible. I've never had it before. It feels like ulcers in all of the little tubes. Horrible experience. Didn't enjoy it. Poor me. Yeah, shut up, Ollie, about your fucking sinusitis. You can still hear my voice though. It's kind of croaky, right? Sounds kind of nice. Sounds a little bit jazz radio. Other than that, I've been riding a load of trails, riding a load of cross country, trying to get back amongst it. Ankle's been pretty good, actually. Pretty good. I fucking struggle to know what the right thing to do is. I'm waiting on an MRI scan. Whether I have surgery, where they shave a bit of bone off and I can get a bit more movement, whether that would even help, I don't even know. I have no idea. I don't know at the minute. And the uncertainty is kind of annoying. I'm not going to lie. I don't know whether I'm being irresponsible. It's not a kind of... Yeah, at this point I kind of feel like I'm joyriding a little bit. Like I shouldn't be doing stuff. But maybe I should be doing stuff. Who knows? Nobody knows. And that's the problem. So, yeah, still waiting on MRI results. We'll see. We will see. What else did I do? I went to Goodwood. I don't know if I've been on here talking about that since, but we went to Goodwood. That was really cool. So Goodwood Festival of Speed is not that far from where I live, and I went with none other than Benny from CU Productions, currently unnamed Productions. That's what Benny's business name stands for. Yeah, Benny is an encyclopedia of knowledge. You know, I'm a light car fan. I'd say I know a bit about older cars, but new shit, I'm not up to date. I'm not performance based, and I'm not up to date. I don't really know. You know, for a lot of it, I don't know what I'm looking at. All of the old shit that maybe is slightly less interesting to most people. That's my shit, and that's good. It's good to have a, you know, it's good that if you find your niche. You don't want to, yeah. I don't mind that. I don't mind that I like the weirder ones. I appreciate the new cars. Are very expensive, very fast, all of that. But they don't do it for me. I don't know why. I think it might be because when I was a kid, I had like toy cars, and all of the ones that I really like are maybe ones that I had in model form. I don't know. But it was cool to walk around and check out the cars with Benny there. Because he's just a fucking... Yeah, like I say, he's like an encyclopedia. He knows horsepowers, this, that, different fucking specs. Dude, insane. He's like the Rain Man of cars. He's just spouting off about every single car. He can tell you everything about the engine, the different engine options within one car. Insane. Very impressive. Very impressive, Benny. I don't really understand how memory works, man. I've got Spice Girl lyrics in my head and then I can't remember people's names that are really important. That's bullshit. Why can't I fix that up? Wish I knew more about cars, maybe even. Nah, I don't really care. I like old cars, that's it, full stop. But it was impressive. It was impressive to see, the pace of some of them, dude. What on earth? And there's going to be like... It was weird as well because there's a lot of electric cars. And electric cars, I get it. They're emission free, blah, 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 blah. They're the future, this, that. There's something not the same. When you see them pull away to do a lap of the Goodwood circuit, there's something just not the same. Just they're creepy. Sound like segways. Yeah, I'm not into it. I don't... Yeah, I get that it's... I don't know. It's not for me. It's not for me. I like a good old-fashioned combustion engine. Yeah. I've just had a realisation that I'm on my own talking about electric cars and combustion engines. I've got no way of telling how long I've been rattling on about... Oh, fucking hell. Oh, no. It's been 25 minutes. I need to message Davey and tell him I think he's got questions for me. We need SOS. Even poor fucker's injured, and I'm sending him help. I'm recording now. Help. Questions. Because he sent out the questions thing. Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm lonely on this thing without you guys. Without Davey there, I'm just a guy in a room, you know. We've made it 25. I didn't think we'd make it to 25 minutes. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think we would. There's not much atmosphere in here. I'll be honest. It does feel like an echoey room. Oh, fuck. This doesn't work, does it, on my own? All right, what next have I got? I've got, yeah, so the weather's been nice, eh? That wasn't really on my list, but that's fucking... That's where it feels like it's at the minute. Right, I've been riding... it's a bit of bike chat. I'm not... Yeah. I've been fiddling around with shocks lately on my jam. And I've currently got a coil on. And it is interesting, and I just thought it was an interesting topic of conversation. Because, I don't know how I'm going to talk about it, really, as such. But, another thing, I fucking let a load of crickets out, and they're all over the room. Yeah, I'll show you. There's fucking big ones, actually. Most people I know listen to this podcast. But some people might watch. And maybe this will... Hey, you know what? Maybe this will encourage you to watch. But the crickets are fucking big. Look at the size of that. It's big, eh? Quite a big cricket. I'll put it back. But yeah, crickets have escaped, and there's some running around. Which is... It's not on, is it, really? It's not how you want to live. I'm a grown-up. I shouldn't be living like this, dude. Crickets around... snakes under the bloody floorboards. It's just not right. It's not on. I need to buy a new build, get a load of shit on finance, and get my life in check. Start combing my hair. I need to comb my hair. I need to do my eyebrows. I need to fucking join a class of some sort. I need to get my shit together, dude. This is derailed. The podcast is derailed now, officially. Now you're witnessing what it's like. When there's no when there's no structure, you're witnessing what it's like being. What it's like in my mind. It's too much, right, Davey? Hey, good news, Davey. Again, from the depths of his injury, has saved the day. Oh, phew. Right, we've got some listener questions. I've got a few topics to go. You know, we might just about make it to 45 mark. We're at 28 minutes of pure bullshit now. If you made it this far, you're an avid listener. You're one of the homies. You're one of the select few. Right, here we are. This is fucking stupid. Can you please... This is from the Freedom Ride, so it's from Davey or Sam. Can you please explain exactly where money comes from? Oh, so money is... Just don't worry. It gets printed, right? It gets fucking printed. I go through this all the time. I've tried to understand Bitcoin. No one can explain to me Bitcoin. It's bullshit. I don't understand any of it. I can't understand it. I don't care if you've made money off it. I don't understand it. What is a Bitcoin? What is money? I don't know. But money, at least I know that I can... See, I didn't think I'd be curbed this quickly from a question. Right, can you please explain exactly where money comes from? I'll tell you where it comes from. When we're cavemen, you get fucking one family in one cave, one family in another cave. One family's got potatoes, the other family doesn't. The other family wants potatoes. It goes over to the family with potatoes. It says, "Dude, can I have some potatoes? We're hungry over here in our cave." The other cave says, "Yeah, sure you can, but we're gonna need something. We're gonna need something in return. You're not getting these fucking potatoes for nothing." You know. So in that moment, what's the potato-less, what's the potato-less cave family to do? That's right, they offer up their bodies. Okay, so all money is a token that over the years, instead of prostitution, we use money instead, because then it stops us having to offer up all of our bodies. That's what I think it is, and that's where I think it comes from. That's the noise of despair. Okay, from Todino, Oakland. Toddin, Oakland. I think he can try talking about something other than biking, like a challenge. What are you on about, dude? What do you mean, like a challenge? I don't know what that means. I don't actually talk about biking that much. Do I? We don't talk about biking that much on this podcast, do we? Would you like it if we... It'd be good to know if you like us to talk more or less about biking, because I'm quite frankly, I'll talk about anything at this stage. Do you know what I mean? Like 31 minutes in, I talk about fucking anything, honestly. Right. Watching and listening. Fuck, of all the things I didn't bloody do. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Watching at the minute. Look, I'm on my own in this podcast. I'm watching the fucking playoffs. It's, you know, it's the Phoenix Suns versus the Bucks. I don't care if you don't like basketball. That's what I'm watching. That's what I'm watching, because, you know, I don't even have to be thoughtful. I'm on my own in this podcast today. So I say what the fuck I want. I'm watching basketball. I don't care if you don't like it. It's a great series at the minute. We're tied up now, going into the 5th game. It's very exciting. To me, I'm rooting for the Suns. I like Chris Paul, Devin Booker. I really enjoy watching the way that Chris Paul plays. You know, of these two teams, I'm really enjoying the way that Chris Paul plays. I like watching. Also, they got, I can't remember his name. What's his name? Their centre, their big man. He's like a classic big man, but he's a young dude, and he's doing really well in the playoffs. Anyway, we talked enough about basketball. You probably don't even watch basketball. That's what I'm watching. What am I listening to? Let's get that up as well. Let's get you something real. Let's get you something good for what I'm listening to. What should we say I'm listening to? We're going to say I'm listening to... Dude, what am I listening to? Oh my god, I'm fucking picking at random now. Yeah, I know what you want, Buster Rhymes. You asked. Okay, more. How does SolO-DUB 23? This is from Big Lad Bikes. How does SolO-DUB 23 keep cool in a heat wave? I like to pop the hose on, mist, and shoot it in the air. Wow, that's a sick idea. I tell you what, I struggle a little bit, man. I'm not that good with this hot weather, because I'm a high energy guy. I like activities, non-stop activities, and like riding's just at the point right now. I've got to say, here in the UK, it's tough. It's not even really fun midday. You're having to like ration rides to like I want to be out midday, high sun riding, and you can't. So I don't keep cool in a heat wave is the answer to that. I struggle. I really struggle. Okay. Best edits to watch from G Salter. What edit is there recently? I watched something that was fucking good. Fuck it. There's loads of X Games shit come out. X Games. I enjoy watching the X Games. Pretty bizarre that there's a fucking like a mini bike contest at the X Games. Like, it looks the dream. It's like little jumps and people on 110s. It looks the dream, but it's not a real. I wouldn't have said it's like a widely participated sport. Maybe there's room for some mountain biking in the X Games. I don't know. I guess after after our boys real MTB series, maybe they will consider mountain biking. Certainly that was a huge success, so it'd be cool to see. Would be cool to see a return to X Games of mountain biking, because there's nothing like an X Games medal, is there? Let's be honest. That's mega cool. Okay, World Cup and EWS reviews. We didn't even speak about the World Cup. Have we spoken about the World Cup? I think we just covered the ride companion. World Cup was a bit of a bummer. Last World Cup was a bit of a bummer. A proper rain race, proper old school. No, not old school. A proper good old fashioned rain race that was. And kind of sucks. Big ups to everyone who won, but it's just annoying, isn't it? Not to everyone who won, to what's his name who won, but it's just I don't know. You don't even want it for the dude that won. You know, it's like an asterisk above his name. You want him to win outright. Deprella, isn't it? Oh, I can't remember his name. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. The World Cup bummed me out a little bit. But alas, on to the next. I mean, the track looked fucking unbelievable. It looked great. It's just sometimes the old rain. I know that's racing, but sometimes the rain just kind of messes things up. Yeah, it does, Ollie. You're right. Okay, dirt jump. This is from Match Pole. Dirt jump bikes, evolution of and the death of 24. So I guess that's just my thoughts on it. Dude, yeah, I rode 24 for years. I rode it rigid. And I guess right now I'm kind of... It's not like I miss it. It's kind of just the same... It's all kind of the same shit. With that said, if I get on a BMX, I cannot believe they ride the same jumps as me. Such dangerous bikes. 24... You know, a lot of it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, really, having strong, smaller wheels for an activity like dirt jumping. I got to say, I haven't really changed my dirt jump bike for the last... Certainly, it's probably coming up to 10 years now. Nothing's changed on it whatsoever, you know, you just change the grips. So I don't necessarily... Maybe I'm the wrong guy to ask. I don't really feel like geometry really needs to change that much. I don't know. I like a dirt jump bike to feel small. Certainly we're not going down crazy long geometry in the world of dirt jumps. So yeah, maybe we will. Maybe we'll start hearing reviews about how stable your bike needs to be and how much better you'll be if you have a really, really long top tube. I don't think so, dude. Oh, I like this. Ellie Pizzle. Why are you so weird? But yet so... She didn't actually emphasise this second so. I don't know if it's a chick. I'm reading it as a chick. You can see I fucking... Wishful thinking, eh? But yet so cool. How are you so weird, but so cool? Can't answer that. I just yeah. I don't know. Just chilling, I guess. Yeah. What on earth? Right, what else we got? Palomo Josem. G is a guest to talk about his massive Sam. Davey's not the only man in mountain biking to take a big off this week. G actually just released a video. That might be a good one for you all to watch, because there's obviously the GoPro footage. I mean, first of all, when you even just hear, when someone just says, oh, any of the Athens have had a big slam, dude, fucking G does not mess around. If he's had a big crash, it's a fucking big crash. He's a gnarly guy, G Atherton. That is one of the biggest, certainly one of the biggest you ever see on camera as well. Like, it's caught on drone. I think it was really scary being there. yeah, thank goodness G seems in good spirits, and he's released a video with a head cam of it, as well as a drone footage of him quite literally falling off a cliff, snapping his femur, snapping 8 ribs, fracturing his skull, and knocking himself out and getting helicoptered away. So, yeah, stoked that he's not all good, but he's on the road to recovery. Yeah, stoked to see him walking around on crutches and all of that. Very much look forward to the same from our host and leader, Davey. So yeah, get well soon, G, as well. And we would love to have him on as a guest. I don't know. Yeah, I reckon we could get G on. G would be great. Shall I call him now? No, that's stupid. Poor bastard's broken his wrist as well, hasn't he? He's broken his arm as well. Can't just call him and expect him to answer. That's not how you do things. We'll do things more professionally. Yeah, we're doing things more professionally. Oh, we're at 41 minutes. Someone's doing well. Oh, I'm easing into this sort of lonely podcast. This is just turning into madness. Right. My process of finding vehicles to buy, I always seem to get good ones. From Brad Taylor 121. Yeah, I mean, the jet ski's not the best, and the mule hasn't been. You know, the mule I've had for 2 years, and I've only just got it really going. So, and the jet ski, I haven't touched since the fateful day it was launched in the sea. So, yeah, all right, I take your point. I don't buy good vehicles. The G, on the other hand, has been faithful. All right, not broken down. Nothing's gone wrong with it. I don't like the constant shit I get. The shit I get for having shit cars. The G's perfect, alright? Stronger than time. That's an official Mercedes hashtag. Because it's been 40 years since the G-Wagon was first brought to market. Little fact for you, 40 years. Mine's from 88, so that's 33 years. Mine's been alive, but... So it was 7 years in. 7 years of development before my G-Wagon. And that's why it's... very reliable. So yeah, thanks, Brad. Can't really tell if you're being sarcastic, but I would assume that you are. Right, what else? How do you cope with not being able to ride or anything after an injury? From H Spencer 67. I don't cope very well at all. Not going to lie. I spent a lot of time during this podcast actually moaning about exactly that. So yeah, I don't cope that well, but I think you got to stick with the idea that you are gonna get better, and it's difficult to imagine it when you've broken blah 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 whatever, when you can't sit up straight, when you can't hold your arm up, when you can't do up your shoes, all of those things. It's hard to imagine ever being able to do them, but you can and you will. And when you can and you will, the annoying thing is you won't remember and appreciate how crap it was when you couldn't. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that, isn't it? Fucking biking, dude. I don't think there's any sports where it's just all sweet. It's all good. I think that what makes a sport so great is what makes a star shine so bright is the darkness in the sky, you know? I think it is kind of that kind of shit. I think I do love bike riding, and maybe, you know, what makes me realise that is the fact that I've had shitty injuries, and seem to be a few going around at the minute, not going to lie. So to everyone banged up, I hope you're healing up soon. Hopefully we can get back on this podcast and give you some form of entertainment. To anyone holed up at the minute with whatever injury, I seem to get sent all of them. Get well soon. I guess, yeah. Okay. From Jacob _ Headless Rider, the Mule. Already covered that one. Thanks for the suggestion, though. Do enjoy talking about the Mule. If I could have any rider on a World Cup circuit join the Focus team, who would it be? From Charles 13 Tapster. It would probably be one of my close friends and compadres. But if it wasn't one of my close friends, not that they're not a good friend, I gotta say, dude, I love racing. I do love racing, but no one's made me as excited for racing. I mean, they kind of come as a pair, Cade and Chaos, but in particular Cade, just because I think, I think he's fucking exciting. I think both of them, their outlook on riding, you can tell they really, really love it. And there's, I think if we could get Cade on focus, do some fucking backwards whips, that'd be good. We'll see. Otherwise, of course, it would be one of my bezies. But you know, what can you do? Next up, some of these are fucking ridiculous. Oh, dude. Luca.Bram, what's the difference between all mountain and enduro bikes feel wise? I'd say the difference is what they've put in the spec sheet where they sell it. I don't really know, I'll be honest, because enduro, as far as I'm concerned, is a type of racing. All mountain, I guess it kind of... I'm terrible at this stuff. I still call any suspension bike I have, I call it my cross-country bike, which isn't really accurate, is it? Like bikes do have this stuff for a reason. I've just realised I'm looking down the whole time because I can't look at myself, but it really doesn't do me any good looking down the whole time. I need to look up and project my voice so that I don't look like I've got bags under my eyes. But it's tough. It's a tough look when I'm looked down like that. Oh god, someone needs to cover up this screen. Jeez. Oh, someone's clever. Dirt Chronicler. Can you please discuss the origins of the universe and liberation as a natural or human concept? Well, yes, I will. But for that, you're going to have to subscribe to my YouTube, and I'll be doing a special 1 hour show on all of the above. So make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe one, turn on the fucking, whatchamacallits, I can't explain it. There's a lot of things I can't explain. I need help. Cooking with SolO-DUB. That we can easily summarise. You ready? I will summarise it in audio form so that we all get it. Yeah? I hope you got that. Maybe I'll do a different soundbite so it makes it so it makes it easier to understand. Cooking with SolO-DUB. Hello there. Yeah, can I have the chicken salad, please? Thanks very much. That's the most food preparation you get with me. Asking for it, and even that pissed me off. I just wanted to bring it. I just want to fucking turn up, sit down, and it just arrives in front of me. Anything more than that pissed me off. Bit. Yeah, I'm not a very good cook. Sorry, dude. And that's from Dara G. Dara __G. Tough. Social names. Right. Right, we're still going through. There's so many questions. It's really difficult. Normally I get Davey to do all of this, and I just sit here like a... Pookie.Nicholson. Was the Isle of Wight Mountain Bike Centre hood? I think he means good. Hood, it wasn't very hood. No, it's a lovely farm. I'll answer both just in case you do mean hood. It's not hood. It's a farm. It's a delight. It's it's the Hodgson's farm. It's a lovely place. Beautiful surroundings. I felt very safe for the entirety of my visit there, and all of my visits there. If by hood you meant good, whoops, then yes, it is also very good. It's really fun. There's actually loads I need to explore, so I'm going to be going back soon. There's a lot more like natural shit over the other side of the hill. I've only really ridden the kind of more bike parky stuff. Sam assures me there's new stuff. Sam knows what he's doing. All the guys know what they're doing there. Fantastic place. Get to the island. Get your tickets now. And that's right, just use the code ODUB23 to get 23% off. And I'll see you over there. I don't think that code won't work, by the way. How can the mountain bike... This is for Gus Ginger _03. How can the mountain bike community / industry be more environmentally friendly? Great question. Difficult one to ask. Difficult one for me to answer, as I'm kind of in the business of selling shit, if you know what I mean. But I would say, dude, ultimately, you just got to be conscious. You vote with your wallet. I think all of us do. And you know, if there's a product, I do my best, certainly in product development, even with all the companies I work for. And all of them are like-minded as well. I do my best to reduce packaging and to increase product lifespan. And I truly believe that actually everyone I ride for goes on those, you know, they believe in the same things. So that's good, isn't it? That is good. Making products that are serviceable, hard-wearing, and don't have a shitload of crappy plastic packaging. And I think everyone does it. And also, clean your bike with Goodwood, because that's good for the environment as well. I do clean my bike with Goodwood, but in the summer months where it's more dusty, I don't clean it every time. And sometimes, because I want to use my Goodwood, I just feed it to my plants, and it's made my plants grow way better because that's how eco it is. And again, I wouldn't advise doing that. Just like the Isle of Wight MTB Centre code, I wouldn't advise doing that. But just use your imagination, you know. Right, what else we got? We got a few more. I mean, there's so many. Some of them are really complicated, and I feel conscious that we've now done 51 minutes. I don't want to bore you too much, man. I feel like you've done really well to just get this far. Maybe you're cool hanging out here. Biggest crash. Oh, I don't know. It's not that I've had some really big ones over there. This is from Chris D _2210. I've had some really big ones over the years, but actually the one that's made the most... I've had real big ones with real array of different injuries and head injuries and this and that and shit where you wake up and your bones are broken and you don't know where you are and that kind of shit. Lots, and they're all crap. They're all rubbish, but the one that actually had the most effect on my life, because I honestly went through my life thinking I was pretty much invincible, and I thought I was good at crashing. I thought I'd get away with everything. I thought there's nothing that 6 weeks wouldn't fix. And my ankle has been something that is now... I'm now 10 years in, and it has been shit. And they told me it was a career ender, and this and that. And I got told I wasn't going to ride again and all of that. And that's been the most life-changing one. And I know it's not a very exciting one, ankle break. You know, it's like... If you see someone limping around, bear in mind I fucking wake up and that's the first thing I think about every day, and it's pretty much the last thing I think about when I go to bed as well. And I always think it's give people a bit of a chance. If they look like they're in pain, they're probably in pain. And don't fucking... I don't know. Most days I answer, someone asks me what I've done to my ankle. That pisses me off as well a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It's not their fault. They're actually being nice asking. But in the moment, get a little bit mad at that. Or you look like you've shit yourself, for instance. Doesn't really go down. That doesn't really fly that well with me. Because obviously, if I could make it so I don't look like I shit myself, I might do. You know? And if you're limping, it's likely that you're in pain. So you're going to be ratty. And sometimes I'm fucking ratty, alright? Like now. Yeah. How about that? I can't even remember what the question was. Biggest crash, that was it. Biggest crash. I mean, I've had some that have been so fucking big, and then you get up and there's literally nothing wrong with you. And I had one up at Peaslake, actually. There's like a rampage zone. Bike went off what can only be described as a cliff. It is like... Alright, it's 15 foot. And then after the 15 foot, it's super, super steep. I've hit a tree with my shoulder. The bike's gone off the cliff. This is no shit. This is like... Sounds like I'm making it up. I'm in the air, about to go off the cliff head first. So it could have been real bad. I've grabbed a tree root that is like hanging over the edge. You know, you can imagine this is an overhang, and there's a tree root hanging off. And I wish I could have got this on camera, because honestly, I felt like I was in a Mission Impossible movie. And I grabbed the tree root, and then when the bike went it fucked off. It went miles away from me, and when I finally came to a stop, I was hanging by one arm from a tree root over a 15-foot cliff up at Peasley. And Rue was there with his camera, and he was meant to be shooting me further down the trail where I didn't get to, and I just screamed, cry laughing. It was the funniest thing ever. I was dangling off a cliff. I literally had to like pull myself back up, like climb back up. That's probably the biggest crash, and I didn't have a scratch on me. All good. But, you know, anyone who's been doing it this as long as I've been doing it has had some big shit crashes. So yeah, there you go. Dave Valor _ S for P. BTS stories, favourite rides/riders, Donald Hoth live mix. Dave's obviously a fantastic friend. I tell you what, Dave, I fucking wish you were on here with me, because I'm struggling to just muster up the energy. Like, I'm not having a conversation. You have to remember, I'm not having a conversation with anyone. I'm just talking at a fucking microphone in my room. I can't just like come up with cool off the cuff stories. I wish I could. I did a statue story earlier. Favourite rides/riders. Well, that's a good one, actually. Favourite riders. Favourite riders to watch. Some of my favourite riders are like Jimmy Pratt riding trails. Dan Atherton riding anything. He's just so... Dan Atherton when he's racing 4-cross. So sick. Like, such like creative lines to make passes. Dan Atherton's a real sickhead. Dude, I like a lot of different riders. I've had the pleasure to ride with so many over the years. I think I'd take a bit from everyone, actually. In terms of like a favourite rider, I'd find that really difficult to summarise. I think I'd take a little elements from every single person I ever see riding. I think, fuck, he did this good, or he did this good. Yeah, even down to like people that aren't like super famous, like Wid Pasak from Slovenia. He's like top 10 EWS rider, but when you watch him through some flat turns, it's absolutely insane. Weird shit like Sam Hill at a pump track, rode pump track with Sam Hill, opened up lines I never would have seen. Yeah, dude. I'm so lucky to have so many friends that are so good as well. Like, I think for all of them, the guy who's asking the question himself here. If you put Dave at the top of a blind run, follow him down, he's like the safest, most, like, all his lines are perfect. So he's perfect to follow. Like, I'm a fucking nightmare to follow. I T-bone shit, do stupid gaps, pain in the arse. Dave's perfect lines all the way down. Bean, Christian Fairclough, Liam Mason, very good line choices. Ben Baker, very natural rider. Matt Cox, Tom Hudson, Seb Yates. This turned into just naming all my mates because I feel guilty now because I fucking named. You know what I mean? I mentioned Dave's name now, so now I feel bad. John Davis. You know, I'm just naming my friends' names now and saying they're my favourite riders. But they are actually my favourite riders. My friends are my favourite riders because I get to ride with them. Other than when they go out riding and they don't invite me, and in which case they can get fucked. You know? This is an we are an hour in, motherfuckers. We are an hour in. Should we look at any more questions? I don't know if we need to. Onion _dude _72. How do you not fall off your bike? I'll let you know when I work that one out, because I fall off my bike a whole bunch. As you can see, I got fucking stigmata on my hands, like Specsavers stigmata. Missed the middle of the palm. I think I got it on my elbows. No, it's not too bad. I got one on my knees. I'm not good. I crash a bit, unfortunately. But if you're gonna be dumb, you've got to be tough, right? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that was a cool moment. Right, I think we're done for these. I don't know if you can hear the scratching in the background. That's the cat's had a shit, and it's making a loud scratching noise in the litter tray. Which probably means it's flinging turds out of the door with its one back leg. But what can you do? We've already got, like I said before, crickets on the floor, snakes under the floor, shit on the floor. I need to work this out. I need to work this life thing out. Okay, we've got Hardline coming up. On the next show, we are going to be discussing Hardline. I'm super excited for Hardline. It's one of my favourite standalone events, other than... No, I would say it's one of my favourite standalone events, and I actually wish there were more downhill races like Hardline. Not Hardline series, maybe different Hardline style downhill races. Some more street races in Mexico wouldn't go amiss either, so I could build them. But yeah, Hardline's coming up. We'll recap Hardline, because that will be done by the time we're on next week's show. We also have this on our list. Freedom Ride Edit is out on Friday at the Friday the 23rd of July. That's Friday the 13th. Knob. Friday the 23rd of July at 7:30 p.m. UK time. We will be premiering the feature-length documentary movie. That's right, it's a documentary and a movie. Yes, that is Benny's work, who I talked about earlier. That will be coming out at 7:30 p.m. on Friday. Make sure you check it out, or make sure you don't check it out. Either way, one or the other. Make sure that happens. That's going to be, I think, on my channel, on the Olly Wilkins YouTube channel. That's right. We got Davies. Davies written admission free. Bring your own beers and food. Dress code smart cash. That's how we're living over here. Smart cash. I live in smart cash pretty much. As long as by smart cash you mean a t-shirt, you know. And the location, Olly Wilkins YouTube channel. Very much look forward to that. Put it in your diaries. I think we're done now, dude. I think we've tried our hardest. Look, I'm sorry. We'll be back to normal soon. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me literally talk shit, squirm around in my room on my own with nothing but a shitting cat and crickets to keep me company. Davey, we need you back, dog. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you all soon. Catch you all next week, where hopefully the show will be a little bit less lonely. Peace.